A very good morning to you and welcome to Prime Media Studios this morning, the August 20th, 2023. My name is Moses and this is the headline news for this morning. First, we'll be bringing Vanguard. The newspaper review for Vanguard this morning. The top story there says on Vanguard, says on Niger, ECOWAS rejects Junta's 3-year transition plan. ECOWAS rejects Junta's 3-year transition plan. The Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, has rejected the 3-year transition plan proposed by Niger's Republic military junta. It will be recalled that the coup leader, General Abdul Rahman Chiani, had a meeting with ECOWAS delegation led by General Abdulsalami Abubakar, retired in Niamey on Saturday, promised the military government would return Niger Republic to democracy in 3 years. Abdel Fattah Musa, ECOWAS Commissioner for Political Affairs, Peace and Security, told BBC in an interview yesterday that the proposal was unacceptable to ECOWAS, setting the ground for a military operation. Meanwhile, thousands of Nigerians flooded the streets yesterday declaring support for the military junta. Their demonstration came against the backdrop of ECOWAS' insistence on invading the country to rout out coupists should diplomacy fail to restore ousted President Mohamed Bazoum to power. Okay, so let us move on to the next. The next headline says, Stop Wike, Oyetola, Umahi, and others' life pensions. Serap tells Tinubu, Stop Wike's, Oyetola, Umahi's, and others' life pensions. Serap tells Tinubu. And also, brutally frank, many governors wealthier than their state, says Clark. Many governors wealthier than their state, says Clark. Rest in peace, that Spain World Cup hero Carmona pays tribute to father. That's on international sports scene. Ministers swearing in. Fagbemi Pate sworn in as AGF and Health Minister. AGF and Health Minister. And that's the headlines on Vanguard. Let us now move on to Channels Television this morning. Channels Television this morning says the top story, Minister swearing in ceremony holds at Presidential Villa. Minister swearing in ceremony holds at Presidential Villa. You can watch it live on our channel. And also, Saudi border guards kill hundreds of Ethiopian migrants. Saudi border guards kill hundreds of Ethiopian migrants. Completely unacceptable. ECOWAS rejects Niger's junta's 3-year transition plan. Completely unacceptable. ECOWAS rejects Niger junta's 3-year transition plan. Tinubu redeploys Oyetola, Tunji Ojo renames Environment Ministry. Tinubu redeploys Oyetola, Tunji Ojo and renames Environment Ministry. Army probes alleged killing of driver by military officers. Army probes alleged killing of driver by military officers. Release Bawa. Remand order has expired. Falana tells DSS. Release Bawa. Remand order has expired. Falana tells DSS. NDLEA raids drug warehouse in Lagos. Recovers 4.8 billion naira worth of opioids. NDLEA raids drug warehouse in Lagos. Recovers 8.4 billion naira worth of opioids. And that's that on Channels. Let us now move on to the nation this morning. The nation this morning says, Tinubu reassigns Oyetola to Marine and Momo to Niger Delta. Tinubu reassigns Oyetola to Marine and Momo to Niger Delta. Let us take a look to that. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu last night adjusted the portfolios of full ministers designate. Those affected are former Osun State Governor Adegboyega Oyetola, who will be sworn in as Minister of Marine and Blue Economy. House of Representatives member Olubuni Tunji Ojo, initially assigned to the ministry, will take charge of the Ministry of Interior. Alhaji Seidu Akali, former assigned to the Interior Ministry, will oversee the Ministry of Transportation from where Oyetola was moved. Mr. Abubakar Momo, who was last week assigned as Minister of Youth, will take the oath of office today as Minister of Niger Delta Development. The Niger Delta Ministry was not assigned before now. The Ministry of Youth, where Momo was posted before the reassignment, is now vacant. Two other ministers designate, Heineken Lokbobiri and Ekperikpe Ekpo, had their portfolios adjusted. Both of them are now ministers of state in the Ministry of Petroleum Resources. The remaining ministers in designate retained their portfolios as announced last Thursday. And let us now move on to Daily Trust this morning. Top story says, Tinubu swears in ministers. Tinubu swears in ministers. Tinubu swears in ministers. And also on Kano, heavy security as NNPP, APC bigwig storm tribunal amid bribery allegation. Heavy security as NNPP and APC bigwigs storm tribunal amid bribery allegation. On Nigeria Daily, how appointment of 131 women SSAs will affect Niger State, actually. How appointment of 131 women SSAs will affect Niger State. Tinubu swears in ministers. We've seen that before. Bandits kill 5 men, kidnap women, rustle animals in Katsina. That is pretty sad. It's very, very sad. And also, it says ex-UN pension board folds FG on 185 billion naira palliative to states. Ex-UN pension boards folds federal government on 185 billion naira palliative to states. Let us now move on to the Daily Sun this morning. The Daily Sun this morning, top story says, Abuja agog as ministers take oath of office. Abuja agog as ministers take oath of office. You know, it's barely 2 weeks that the president called out his submitted his list for ministerial appointments to the National Assembly, and today they are saying taking oath of office this morning. Oath of office this morning in the presidential villa, Abuja. And also, ministerial appointment replace El-Rufai with Durungua. Southern Kaduna Youth students urge Tinubu. Replace El-Rufai with Durungua. Southern Kaduna Youth students urge Tinubu. Now, get ready to counter NNPP's planned demonstration. Kano APC charges members. NNPP's planned demonstration. Get ready to counter. Kano APC charges members. Luth commends church for donating blood. Awareness awareness initiative. Luth commends church for donating blood and awareness initiative. 2023 Beach Soca League. Kirby Fishers BSC crowned winners. Manko Patigi second. Kirby Fishers BSC crowned winners. Manko Patigi second. No good governance without youth inclusion, says YNCSD. No good governance without youth inclusion, says YNCSD. The last but not the least, that's Punch this morning. The top story that says FG prioritizes economy, security as ministers take oath today. FG prioritizes economy, security as ministers take oath today. Let us take a look at that. As the ministers take the oath of office today, the priority focus of the federal government will be on the economy and security, the Punch has learned. Top presidency sources informed this newspaper on Sunday that appointees would be guided by the 8-point agenda of the presidential stated in his election manifesto. It was further led that the president might set targets and performance index for the cabinet members in order to create an immediate impact on the economy, security, and other keys. Our correspondent gathered that Tinubu was determined to build on the achievement of his predecessor in the areas of blue economy, security, job creation, and anti-corruption. The president will likely set goals for them, that is, the ministers, in terms of the key objectives his administration seeks to achieve. He will speak generally to his expectations from the ministers and also challenge them on how they can work together in synergy to actualize his programs and policy as contained in his manifesto for the economic development of the country, a presidential source noted. And also subsidy, Akwa Ibom transport firm slashes fare by 25%. Akwa Ibom transport firm slashes fares by 25%. Meet first female Minister of Police Affairs, Iman Sulaiman Ibrahim. Meet first female Minister of Police Affairs, Iman Sulaiman Ibrahim. And on this international sports scene, he says Women World Cup, Spain's goal scorer, Olga Carmona's father died after goal in final. Osun residents to receive 14,516 bags of rice, 3,200 empty maize, says Commissioner. Osun residents to receive 14,516 bags of rice and 3,200 maize, says Commissioner. Women World Cup, kiss on lips, sexual assault, fans berate Spanish FA chief. Women's World Cup, kiss on lips, sexual assault, fans berate Spanish FA chief. It is well. Miscreants traders take over multi-million naira Lagos bus stops. Miscreants and traders take over multi-million naira Lagos bus stops. Leaked memo, DSS arrest Abuja Kaduna train manager. DSS arrest Abuja / Kaduna train manager. The last but not the least, syndicate spread fraud, issue fake results to desperate admission seekers. Syndicate spread fraud, issue fake results to desperate admission seekers in Nigeria. And that's the news paper review for the 21st of August 2023. Join us in the next hour for the headlines and news in details. Thanks for staying with us. My name is Moses, and have a blessed day. See you soon.